be able to, all right. So we're currently doing trigonometry in class. And the last thing to do is the graph. But the problem I have with that is the online work and you plotting graph, it might not be that convenient. So is everybody able to print? Because I need to hear some of this from you so I know the kind of work that I can allocate for you. Is everyone able to print at home? Remember, you are not supposed to go to public places.
I can print, but not everyone else though.
I have a printer, but I'm not sure if I can print because my computer doesn't really work.
I can print.
You can print, okay. Because well, the reason I ask is that when I give you a question on tree graph, I might ask you to sketch a graph of a tree function, and maybe I ask you to do the way we plot a quadratic graph and other graph. So I might ask you to do that. But you know, we're not in school. I won't be able to print it on the paper and bring it to class for you to make use of. So I will probably send you the digital version. So you have to like download it, you know, do your sketching on it and maybe scan it back to me. Not like you don't have to use a proper scanner. You could just take a picture, clear picture, and just send it as a submission on Edmodo. Does everybody get that, please? Just type okay or yes or just thumbs up on the screen. Okay, so I will not do everything that we need that is in the IB for that trig. I'll just pick some stuff that I needed for your IGCSE next time. You have done most of the stuff there anyway. I just wanted to extend it a little bit. So after that, with permission of the school, I will go into some interesting topics. And because some of us have also indicated interest to write the IGCSE in June, May, June, we'll have to review some topics. So I'll be sending out a questionnaire later where you can fill in the topics. I will send something called, I don't know if I have it here. Oh, okay, I'll check my computer later. It's a checklist from IGCSE, actually a revised checklist. In this checklist, you don't have to print it out. You can have it a digital version on your computer. Then you click, there's a red, green. I just wish I could have this here. But in any case, I don't want to waste time looking for that now. So let me see. There's a checklist, by the way, so you pick what you have. Okay, don't worry, I'll look for this later and I'll get back to you. You pick the topics you have learned that you think you understand, you check them. The ones you are still struggling with, you take notes. Then I can collect all this information and we can have a revision in class together. Does that make sense, everyone? Yeah? Okay, thank you. So for those that just join in, Candy especially, we talked about the magazine before you join. The magazine is due by Monday. Please liaise with your groups. The reason I'm not bombarding you guys with question or worksheets is because our class has a peculiar situation in the sense that we are already done with our IGCSE and we only have like a redo or whatever I can call it of IGCSE. So unlike the IB students, for example, by 2 o'clock, I'm going to meet them again and we're going to have it till 4 o'clock, just online teaching basically. You can check the YouTube to see some of the stuff that they are doing. So that is why there is a bit busy and maybe rigorous, if I may put it that way, and yours is not. So, but we have debates upcoming that we have to wait until we come back to school. You have your magazine to complete. Well done for doing your online task. I will put more online after we meet next time. So in the meantime, I want you to focus on all the other subjects that you have. there are messages coming in that, okay, you guys are getting a lot of work and things like that. So the school understands your situation, and middle school especially, we probably have some arrangement next week, but secondary, we just need to be flexible among ourselves, which is why I've not really bombarded you with so much work, because you have a magazine you're already working on. You have an online task from last time that some of you just submitted. I think maybe yesterday. The last submission came in yesterday. So that's the reason I'm taking it slowly with you guys. Is it okay to post the answer of the work so we can check our mistake? Yes, I will do that now that I have everybody's work. So I will post it and we will now do the review together on the live session also. Okay, once I finish checking it, then we'll put the review together. If somebody's messaging us on WeChat, access available. Is Anika just joining? Is she in the waiting room? Just 1 minute. There's nobody in the waiting room. Access available. What does she mean by that? Anyways, so one of the very important topics that we will focus on is quadratic function and equations. For example, you have learned to solve quadratic equation. We will look at how to reverse the problem. What do I mean by this? I'll show you. Come with me to the board. Can you see the board? Guys, can you see the board? Okay, good. Now I'm trying to adjust this. 1 minute, please. All right, that's what I want to do. Okay. So one of the things we'll be looking at, I will tell you what topics are, because we are not following one particular syllabus now, pointing to the fact that you have completed your work. So we'll be looking at a lot of foundational topics that are needed for your IB ahead of next year, of course. So one of the things we will do, so far you've learned to solve questions like this. If you have x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, you've been able to learn by factorization, completing the square or formula method that x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 3, right? So in further quadratic topics that you'll be doing, how can we reverse it? So what do I mean by that? If you have, the question could be find something like this, find the equation, actually quadratic equation, not just equation. Find the quadratic. Everybody see what I'm writing? Just say something on the chat so I know. Okay, good. Elson, can we focus on the matter at hand? Did we lose a person? What do you mean by that? Let's just focus on what we are doing, please. So find the quadratic equation whose roots, remember, these guys are called the roots of the equation, whose roots are 2 and 3. So basically, it's a reverse of what you have done here. So here you solve, you got 2 and 3. Now the question is for you to get what equation gives you the roots 2 and 3. Okay, among other things. So these are the kind of extension of quadratic that we'll be looking at. They are not too difficult to learn, even in Form 4, even though they are part of IB syllabus. Okay. We have done set before and Venn diagram. We will also look at more maybe word problems in set and Venn diagram. We have done trig. we'll review trig once again. Some other functions, composite functions we have done. We will look at it more extensively. We have done series, sequences and series. We also look at that more extensively and build up to IB syllabus. We have done trigonometry, I know, but there are some trig that we did not do because of IGCSE. Trig of special angles. So what do I mean by trig of special angles? So sine 30 is half. Sine 60 is √3/2. So how do we get this? We'll be looking at some of that from next session up to, of course, next week. Okay, so these are some of the minor things that I have taken note of that we can still learn online. The way the graph will work, I'm looking for a way to make sure we can do the graphical one online. If not, we will probably skip it until we meet, because while some of you claim to have a printer, what if somebody does not have? And I do not want anyone to feel like they don't have enough resources to actually do this learning at this period. So we'll probably skip that. Then we'll focus on other things, and when we come back, then we will do that properly. Any questions, please? Any question from anybody? I can't see your thumbs up. If that is what you're showing me, just type something here. Okay, Candy is raising a hand. Yes, Candy? Can you type in here? Okay, Candy, do you have a mic? Oh, finally, Kelly is joining. I haven't seen Anika still. Welcome, Kelly. Is your mic working? Give me a second, sorry. All right, that's okay. How about Kelly? So basically, we try to wait till this time so we do not have to, you guys won't miss much. So today, basically, we test our device, how they are working. And I think for most of the class, we are able to do our connection properly. So only Anika is struggling with it. Anika is online, but she's struggling to connect. Krista is not here, so we don't know why. We'll probably need to check on her later. Ansen also, Kelly, I think Ansen is online. Is Ansen here? Yes, Ansen is here, okay. Okay, so I only have 18, so three people, yes. Anika, Krista, and Trudy. Trudy already sent a message because of the time zone, so she won't be able to join live. I think she's probably midnight, so it should be too early for her to join in, so she'll be catching up with the videos. Hopefully we can adjust time, or maybe she can sleep late someday and see what she could do. Anyways, so Krista, if anybody has a direct contact, please check on Krista to know what's going on with her. And Anika, we need to find a way to solve our problem. If Kelly can hear me, can you say something?
Hi.
Okay, finally. What happened? You were almost 50 minutes late, actually 55 minutes late.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was between 12:30 and 1.
Oh.
I don't know.
I think that's for computer science.
Yeah, that's for computer science.
Yeah.
Okay.
You missed a little bit.
Oh, it's okay.
So that's fine. But so what we did today, Kelly, is just to finalize our program. I intentionally didn't want to start anything until I'm sure everybody is able to connect properly online. Okay, so you haven't missed anything other than what needs to be done. For example, the magazine is to be completed latest by Monday. So liaise with your group, and you're supposed to send me a link to your soft copy over the weekend or latest by Monday, so I can have a look at it. The online submission of work has been done and has been received. You also emailed yours because you are not able to upload. If anyone is retaking the IGCSE, they have till tonight to send me an email with their name, then I can forward it to the school by tomorrow. So then I mentioned some of the things we'll be looking at. Some of the three concepts will continue. The graph might be difficult to do online, so I might probably just skip that for now because not everybody will have access to printer if I send in the graph paper to print. And because we have enough time anyway, so there's no rush. We can skip that and do it practically when we resume school. Because it's just like learning construction online. It will be difficult to demonstrate it on the screen. So that's the problem. That's the point, I mean. So we will just continue with the rest of the trick, then we will expand out to, we will extend it to quadratic later, and I've given a sample of some of the things to expect. My email, yeah, some of you, I saw your email, of course, so an email. I want to also ask something now. When is your next class? And for the record, let us try to tell ourselves our schedule so that everybody is on the same page.
Giselle made a schedule.
Yeah, Giselle made a schedule. That's true. Giselle, can you help us? Okay, I think it's here. Can everybody see my WeChat? Can everybody see my screen? Can you see my screen? How about now? Okay, good. So this is what we have and this is what we follow. So by Friday, I'll meet you guys 12 to 1. I would have loved that we meet more than 12 to 1, but I don't want to push it too much. Will 12 to 2 be 12 to 1:30? Will that fine? I think 90 minutes so that we'll be able to do more practice online and be able to teach properly. Just at the most, of course, if by 60 minutes we are done, then that's okay. I think 2, okay. So if you guys don't mind 12 to 2, I can take note of that. Okay, is that okay, everyone? Can I change it to 12 to 2? Latest, remember we have to wait maybe for the first 5-10 minutes for people to log on, and I probably need to give you some time to do practice and things like that. Is that okay, everyone? Can you say something, type something here? All right, thank you, Denise. Thank you, Kelly. Okay, Candy, thank you, Ansin. All right, great. Okay, so I'm gonna change it to Monday 11 to 1, Wednesday 11. What time do you have your computer science on Wednesday? 12:30. All right. So Wednesday will just be maybe 11 to 12. Okay. We'll leave that as 11 to 12. So that's worst case scenario by 12:15 we can log off. Then you can have some break before you start your computer science by 12:30. Then Friday we leave that as 12 to 2. Okay. So just to at least have some hours close to our normal class hours. Okay, so that will be 2 hours here, maybe 1 hour here, 2 hours here. So we have a total of 5 hours. Okay, which is more or less what we used to have in school. That's fine. That's close to it. Okay, in the school normally we meet how many periods? 5 periods of 42 minutes, and 5 times 42 is 210. Oh, actually, we have more because 5 hours will be 300 minutes, and this is 210 minutes in the normal school. So I think we are good. We don't have more than the normal class hours. The idea of extending it up to 2 hours is for us to be able to interact more online when I give you a question to do, I will give you maybe time to do it while we wait and contribute, with voice and with chat. Please make sure your mic is working next time. If you can use the computer, I think it's better than using the phone. So some of you that are using your phone, please, if you can change to a computer next time, please do so. Okay. For Wednesday, I will talk to the P6 so I can get off their program on time. Worst case scenario, I would be 5 minutes or 10 minutes late. But I'll let you guys know. Then we can extend to maybe 12:15 before your computer science class begins. Any questions? If there are no questions, we want to release you now so you can go get ready for your computer science. Any questions from anyone? All right, for those of you that just came in, we have a section at the beginning where we had our cameras on. If you don't mind, can you turn on your camera and say hello to everybody before we go?
Do we need to turn on our mics? Well, I did, so
it doesn't matter.
Hello.
Hello, can we
Hello.
see faces, please, before we go?
Cat.
Cat.
Can we see more faces before we go? What's wrong with these guys?
Yeah, don't be shy. We're all beautiful.
Okay, what's happening? Candy, Kelly, Anson, Sonia, Denise, Melody,
Albert, Giselle, Rita,
Kelly, Rita, Justin,
Melody,
Joey.
Sonia,
Okay, Alex. Okay, Giselle is here now. Giselle, we can
Anson,
see you.
Ken Long, Shirley,
Good,
Joe.
Alex, we just saw you. All right, who's there? Who's still there? We haven't seen somebody. I saw Joey earlier. She was
Elson, what are you laughing about?
sneaking in
Yeah.
when
Also, what are you looking at on your computer?
her sister was having
Yeah,
a class. Joey, I just snitched on you. Okay, guys, so if there is no other questions, so I will see you on
team.
Friday. Please make sure your writing materials are available. All right? Make sure your writing materials are available, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Can we stay here though? Since we're
Bye.
No, you can't stay here because I need to get out. So once I close the meeting, everything closes. Don't worry, I know you are missing your classmate already. We'll see.
Everyone hop onto Discord.
Want to play Minecraft, Carter?
Yeah, sure, okay.
Want to play Minecraft?
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
What do you mean? We have half an hour. It's fine. Bye. Hop on Discord. My server. Go.
Okay, go.
Okay, let's go.